Hey everyone, it's your girl Naia here, and today we are diving into the fascinating world of rocks and minerals with a video titled Introduction to Geology from the one and only Professor Dave. Now, I don't know about you, but the thought of exploring the Earth's layers and learning about how our planet works gets me super excited. I mean, who knew geology could be so intriguing? Get ready for some mind-blowing facts and maybe a few giggles as we uncover the secrets of our planet together. But before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to rock with me. Let's get started!
He knows a lot about the science stuff, Professor Dave explains.
This is Earth, a rocky planet covered with liquid water, orbiting within the habitable zone of a very typical star. From afar, it may not look like much, but if you get close enough, it becomes quite clear that there is a lot to study on this little blue world. Some choose to study botany to learn about the wide variety of plant life. Some study zoology and learn about all the animals walking on the land, flying in the air, and
It's fascinating how diverse our planet is. Zoology sounds like a dream for animal lovers. Imagine studying all those creatures. From the majestic giraffes to the tiniest insects, I can already picture myself getting distracted by cute animal videos instead of studying
in the air and swimming in the ocean. But some choose to study the Earth itself. What is the precise composition of the Earth? What is its history? The people who answer these questions are geologists. Now, when most people think of a geologist, they tend to imagine someone examining a bunch of rocks. And of course, geologists do indeed study rocks. But geology is
the classic image of a geologist with a rock hammer and a magnifying glass. It's like the ultimate treasure hunt. But instead of gold, they're after the secrets of the Earth. I mean, who knew rocks could be so interesting? They're like nature's history books, just waiting to be read.
Geology is also much more than this. To understand why earthquakes occur or how volcanoes form, one must do more than simply look at rocks. At its core, geology is a multidisciplinary science that combines chemistry, physics, and mathematics to investigate an enormous variety of processes that
Wow, geology really is the ultimate team player. It's like the Avengers of science, bringing together chemistry, physics, and math to tackle the mysteries of our planet. Who knew rocks needed such a diverse skill set? It's like they're saying, we're not just pretty, we have layers
that occur on and in the Earth. As we will come to understand in this series, geology encompasses every aspect of Earth's structure, from the molten iron core to the beautiful minerals we find on its surface.
Look at all those stunning minerals. It's like nature's own jewelry store. Each one has its own story to tell. From the fiery depths of the Earth to the sparkling surfaces we see, I can just imagine someone saying, I found this beauty while hiking, and everyone else being like, you mean you just picked up a rock? But hey, in the world of geology, every rock is a gem
on its surface. Much of what geologists study transpired over incredibly long timescales, originating anywhere from thousands to billions of years in the past. Geologic processes have shaped the entirety of Earth's surface. For example, the Appalachian Mountains of eastern North America contain limestones, which are composed of the shells of marine animals that lived there.
The Appalachian Mountains are like a giant scrapbook of history. Those limestones are basically ancient marine life saying, we were here. It's wild to think that what's now a mountain range was once underwater, bustling with sea creatures. Talk about a glow-up. Nature really knows how to transform a place over millions of years.
In a shallow ocean more than 400 million years ago. Then, 300 million years ago, those rock beds were thrust upwards as Earth's tectonic plates began to converge along the eastern U.S. coast. Later, during glacial periods between 2 million and 12,000 years ago, mile-thick ice sheets
scraping off mountains? That sounds like nature's version of a giant ice cream scoop. It's incredible to think about how these massive glaciers shaped the landscape. Imagine the sheer power of ice moving across the land, leaving behind a whole new world. It's like Earth was getting a makeover, one ice age at a time.
Ice sheets scraped off the tops of these mountains like huge bulldozers as they moved southward, then deposited hundreds of feet of sand and gravel in stream valleys as they retreated north.
Look at that landscape. It's like a giant sandbox left behind by nature's bulldozers. Those glaciers really knew how to leave a mark, didn't they? It's amazing to think that all that sand and gravel is just a reminder of the ice giants that once roamed the earth. Talk about a dramatic exit. Nature sure knows how to make a statement.
Retreated northward and melted. How is it that we can know these things exactly? And furthermore, why even bother studying geology if all these phenomena occur on a much longer time scale than humans can observe?
Just look at that stunning sunset. It's like nature's way of reminding us that even though we're just tiny specks in the grand timeline of Earth, there's so much beauty to appreciate. Studying geology might seem slow-paced, but it's all about understanding the epic story of our planet. Plus, knowing how the Earth works can help us navigate our own little lives, like avoiding that pesky sinkhole in your backyard.
Observed during their lifetimes. The simple answer is that the processes that shaped our planet billions of years ago still occur today and can be easily observed and measured. Next time you
Look at that beautiful sandy landscape. It's like a serene reminder that the Earth is always changing, even if we can't see it happening in real time. Those processes from billions of years ago are still at work today, shaping our world bit by bit. It's like watching a slow-motion movie of Earth's greatest hits. Next time you're at the beach, just remember every grain of sand has a story to tell.
When you visit the beach, pay close attention to the patterns of the sand and observe them as they form from wind and water currents. These patterns are exactly what we find in many ancient sandstones.
Just look at those stunning rock formations. It's like nature's own art gallery, showcasing the incredible patterns created by wind and water. Those ancient sandstones are basically telling us, hey, we've been here for ages. It's amazing how the same processes we see today can reveal secrets from millions of years ago. Next time you're out exploring, remember every rock has a story, and it's just waiting for you to discover it.
Sandstones. Therefore, it is reasonable to assume they were created by the same processes, just at different points in time. This is the essence of geology. Observing beach sand form.
Look at those mesmerizing sand patterns. It's like nature's own wave art. This is what geology is all about, connecting the dots between what we see today and what happened ages ago. Those ripples in the sand are like little time capsules, showing us how the Earth has been sculpted over time. Next time you're at the beach, take a moment to appreciate the artistry of nature. It's a masterpiece in the making.
Beach sand form ripples and dunes may not be the most exciting activity to most, so you might be wondering who would be interested in geology. The first recorded dabbling in geology was by Aristotle and the ancient Greeks. These ancient philosophers wanted to understand natural phenomena.
Look at Aristotle looking all wise. It's like he's saying, let's figure out this whole Earth thing. Those ancient Greeks were the original curious minds, trying to make sense of the world around them. It's fascinating to think that the quest for knowledge about our planet started so long ago. They were basically the geologists, laying the groundwork for all the rock lovers today.
Especially those impactful to human life, like earthquakes, volcanoes, and tidal waves. Aristotle thought earthquakes were caused by opposing winds within the cavernous earth, while Democritus thought the cause was water forcing its way into the earth as it rains. Obviously, these are both incorrect, and we now know earthquakes to be caused by rocks.
Just look at that diagram. It's like a dramatic illustration of how earthquakes shake things up. Those ancient theories are amusing. Though opposing winds and water pressure, it's like they were trying to solve a mystery with the tools they had. But hey, now we know it's all about those sneaky tectonic plates. It's a wild ride beneath our feet, and understanding it helps us stay safe. Who knew geology could be so thrilling?
Cracking under the enormous stress created by plate tectonics. But the desire to understand is ancient. Geology has come a long way since the time of Aristotle and has many applications toward improving and protecting human life. For example, volcanologists, or geologists who study
Wow, look at that volcanic eruption. It's like nature's fireworks show, but with a bit more drama. Volcanologists are the brave souls who study these fiery giants, and their work is crucial for keeping us safe. Understanding volcanoes can help predict eruptions and protect communities. It's amazing how geology isn't just about rocks, it's about saving lives and understanding the powerful forces of our planet.
Study volcanoes, closely monitor active ones, and create early warning systems to evacuate towns before any volcanic eruptions. Furthermore, Earth contains minerals, metals, and sources of energy that we have used to build and power the technology and infrastructure responsible for raising our
Just look at that heavy machinery in action. It's like a construction site on steroids. The Earth is basically a treasure chest of minerals and metals that fuel our modern world. From smartphones to skyscrapers, geology plays a huge role in our daily lives. It's wild to think that all this technology is built on the very rocks beneath our feet. Talk about a solid foundation for progress.
raising our collective standard of living over the past few hundred years. In fact, many geologists work in the resource industry, finding new places or developing new ways to extract minerals and energy. Others assess hazards to human life, like the volcanic eruptions we mentioned, but also
Just look at those dramatic images. It's like a highlight reel of nature's most intense moments. From volcanic eruptions to landslides and floods, these hazards remind us how powerful our planet can be. Geologists are like the superheroes of safety, assessing risks and helping communities prepare for these natural events. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it because Mother Nature doesn't mess around.
slope failures, massive floods, and structural damage from earthquakes. Biologists interested in the evolution of life on Earth work closely with geologists in looking at the rock record to find the fossils and footprints of organisms that are now long extinct. Climate scientists
Look at those researchers in the snow. It's like a scene from an Arctic adventure movie. They're digging for fossils and footprints, uncovering the secrets of ancient life. It's incredible how geology and paleontology go hand in hand, revealing the story of evolution. And with climate scientists in the mix, they're passing together how our planet has changed over time. It's like a giant puzzle, and every fossil is a crucial piece.
interested in understanding our impact on the environment measure, among other things, greenhouse gases trapped inside tiny bubbles from 800,000-year-old ice cores. The impact doesn't even stop at our own planet. The understanding of Earth provided by geologists.
Just look at that stunning view of Mars. It's like a postcard from another planet. Geologists aren't just focused on Earth, they're also helping us understand other worlds. The knowledge we gain from studying our planet can give us clues about the geology of places like Mars. Who knows, maybe one day we'll be digging for fossils on the red planet. It's a cosmic adventure waiting to happen.
Acts as the framework that planetary scientists use to study outflow channels on Mars, crater topography on the Moon, and unique features of exoplanets that are continually being discovered. So, as you can see, geology is not just about looking at rocks. It is as rich and multifaceted as.
Just look at that breathtaking ice cave. It's like a scene straight out of a fantasy movie. Geology truly is a treasure trove of wonders, and it goes way beyond just rocks. It's about understanding the intricate processes that shape our world and beyond. From the depths of the ocean to the peaks of mountains. Every layer tells a story. It's a rich tapestry of science, adventure, and discovery.
As any other scientific discipline. As we mentioned, geology utilizes concepts in chemistry, physics, and mathematics, and an understanding of basic concepts from these fields will be assumed as we move through this geology series. When we talk about the structure of various minerals,
look at that crystal structure. It's like a tiny universe of its own. Understanding minerals is key in geology, and it's fascinating how chemistry, physics, and math all come together to explain their properties. It's like a science team-up. Each mineral has its own unique story. And knowing the basics helps us appreciate the complexity of the Earth. Who knew rocks could be so intricate?
Minerals, we won't be reviewing chemistry concepts regarding atomic and molecular structure. And when we talk about large-scale geological events, we won't be reviewing physics terminology regarding forces and energy, nor the basic algebra that is sometimes required to discuss these phenomena quantitatively. So if you need to brush up on any of these subjects, my playlists in general chemistry, classical physics, and mathematics will be of great use. But otherwise, when we encounter a topic that assumes such prior knowledge, I will always link to the relevant tutorial using cards that appear in the upper right corner of the screen, in case you need a brief refresher. But whatever your current level of knowledge, if you're invigorated by the thought of learning all about this beautiful planet we all live on, let's start learning geology.
Just look at that stunning view of Earth. It's like a beautiful blue marble floating in space. There's something so inspiring about diving into the study of our planet. Geology is like a grand adventure, uncovering the secrets of the Earth and appreciating its beauty. So, if you're ready to explore the wonders of geology, let's get started. It's going to be an exciting journey.
Geology.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. Support me on Patreon so I can keep making content. And as always, feel free to email me, ProfessorDaveExplains@gmail.com.
Colgate Maxwell Ultra. Anders als bei herkömmlichen Zahnpasten wirkt die einzigartige Formel unter der Oberfläche.
Well, that was quite the geological adventure, wasn't it? From the fascinating world of rocks to the stunning landscapes shaped by nature, I had a blast reacting to Introduction to Geology by Professor Dave. Who knew geology could be so captivating? I mean, those minerals are basically nature's jewelry, and the stories behind our mountains are like epic tales from the past. I loved how the video reminded us that every grain of sand has a history, and that studying geology is not just about rocks, it's about understanding our planet and its incredible transformations over time. Plus, who wouldn't want to be a part of the ultimate science team up with chemistry, physics, and math? If you enjoyed this journey through the
He
Earth
knows a lot
as
about
much as
the-
I did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fun reactions. Let's keep exploring the world together. One video at a time. Until next time, stay curious and keep discovering.